Hey, little boy, you want to see something really cool? Man, who you talking to, man? I'm a grown man. Nobody following you, bro. What you got? What you got? Dollar bill. Dollar bill. Wow. It is kind of nice in there. Is that bad skin? Nice. Listen. Salaries, rappers, actors, or singers, politicians, and athletes. I'll brighten your dim light. You were chosen based on our insight. I'm delighted y'all accepted the invite. Now you're here, pick out whatever you want without a fear. This is day one, you'll revisit us in about a year. I don't judge what's in your heart, your darkest or sickest thoughts. Grant you what you're wishing for, but I am not missing. Nothing is too big to believe in. Your lower self will be your wingman. Your visions come to life in dreamland. Dreamland, dreamland. This is not a movie. This room we're in right now is built for you because we knew that a few of you worship jewelry. So at your discretion, please come select a piece and dress impressively in necklaces and other reflective accessories. Many of you are partial to flossing and expensive cars too. Liquor bottles, powder to fill your nostrils. We got women to lean on. For the ladies, we can bring a few men through, or you can have both if that's what you're into. In seconds, you're no longer broke. Enormous checks and envelopes. Come and float down every aisle and choose the things you want the most. We've studied your mentalities, your levels of morality. Whatever superficial path that you're after, we have the key to access it the fastest. Some of you may be asking what the catch is. I might as well tell you so you can practice. Just repeat what I feed you, and nothing will impede you. Just when we need you, relay our speaking points to the people. Meanwhile, you'll be free to live a similar life to what we do, long as you remember what we've agreed to. Unfathomable glory and more. We got a horde of inventory stacked before thee. Come select your category. This is Dreamland. You can have it all in Dreamland. Anything you wanna be, man. If you can't make it happen, we can. You just have to visit Dreamland. Nothing is too big to believe in. Your lower self will be your wingman. Your visions come to life in Dreamland. Dreamland, dreamland. 1 year later, what have we come to? You look different from when we first brung you. It seems that your vices have overcome you. Your fetish itself hung you. And some who started here from day one grew too reckless and are no longer among you. So you're back expressing grievances, accusing me of evilness, when all of you were cheesing back when you were first receiving this. Saying that I lied to you because you tried to do too much outside and blew the lifestyle and prizes I provided. You blame me for your mismanagement. No, you desired things that were inanimate without the moral standard fit to handle it. Easy advantages, you were a fan of it. So you landing in this satanic pit just means you are a perfect candidate. You wanted that existence, so I granted it, not knowing that this brand of it was slanted and planned to be only transient. You saw the chance to hit it big and ran to it. Now everyone standing in this parameter is the clan that you're stranded with. So now you're all helpless, cause we control your successes and failures. Some of you got militant and rebellious. Others of you got mixed in and fell into the pits of drug addiction. Some of you tried to live above restriction. The high that you were chasing left you facing long-term incarceration, and your money was spent on representation. See, you can't do what we do. You thought cause we let you in our cathedral that somehow we'd view you to be an equal. Your dream plummets tonight because y'all wanted this life, but to gain it through our channels, it all comes with a price. We'll manufacture it, then we'll make it happen again, cause we know that what we give you, we'll get it back in the end. This is Dreamland. You can have it all in Dreamland. Anything you wanna be, man. If you can't make it happen, we can.
That's what they tell our people.
Visit Dreamland. Nothing is too big to believe in. Your lower self
for it, man. Keep the game, don't be a victim.
Your visions come to life in dreamland. Dreamland, 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 dreamland. It's not what it seems, man. We know what you're thinking. Nothing's real in dreams.
I can't even lie, I've been trying to get by, but I've been feeling kinda down lately. I guess that it's just life tells me hard, I don't know why. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy. I don't have the answer, and I don't understand. But
bro, I ain't having you on my panel. I don't know why you keep trying to come up here, bro. I don't even know you.
They like us better without purpose.
Like, you can quit it.
They like us better when we verse us.
Facts.
They like us better under curses.
They
love us when we dumb and blind. You know that living water make them nervous. You know the word that.
What tribe you from?
Speak the truth. They try to send deterrence. Yeah, we build a house.
What tribe you from?
But you know we determined. They deal in lies. We live in proof of what's beneath the surface. A surplus of that serpent seed.
Tell me that, bro. What tribe you from?
Divine. We don't flinch when them shepherds try to hurt us. We won't be moved just as long as this righteous armor gird us. Won't live in fear, no more worry about who ain't stepping for us. These steps are guided with gliding wings of the Lord assure us. In good hands.
That's all I want to know. What tribe you from?
Insurance. So this is where I put my faith. Anyone could raise the stakes. I'm prepared. But
Judas.
Judas.
You from the tribe of Judas? He said he from the tribe of Judas.
I think I'm going crazy.
You think you going crazy?
That's what happened, man. Shabbat Shalom. Bro said he from the tribe of Judas.
You just gotta trust the
Can't
process.
make this up.
Just trust God's plan. Look, this ain't the locker room trophy waving in champagne. This Zechariah.
You do know that Judas was the one that betrayed Christ.
We teary-eyed, fear subsided cause we known pain. And yet you held us up in spite of it ain't overcame. Just good seed and fertile soil. So
I don't know, man. It's sort of like asking somebody, you know what set they claim.
Darkness, but now basking in
and then they can't answer them questions. They don't know no literature, but they say they in the game. They don't know none of the officials. They don't know none of the literature. But think they gon' hang. Now everybody incriminated.
This ain't the championship trying to win a damn ring. This the part where we rally behind.
That ain't how that work, though.
This the part where the credits roll to a new theme. So till the shot clock, I'm focused on one thing.
I've been trying to get by, but I've been feeling kinda down lately. I guess that it's just life tells me hard, I don't know why. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy. I don't have the answer, and I don't understand. But I don't trust.
Can't make this up, bro. Like, bro said he from the tribe of Judas. The tribe of Judas exposed itself by his own tongue. Like, bro, okay, cool. You can stay right there, Judas. You can stay right there. I already know. For real, you can stay right
This
there.
gum can
Judas.
actually get inside your teeth
real,
and
bro.
remineralize
Like,
the
I'm
enamel,
good on
allowing you
that.
to heal cavities and whiten teeth.
And saying he had a tribe of Judas. I asked him what tribe he from. He said Judas.
This message was self-destruct.
This message was self-destruct. Man.
Top floor of the condo, staring at the city. My life is like art. I'm living out my lyrics. My vision's explicit. My taste is exquisite. All I spit is dope. Cause I used to deal it. The streets is what raised me. It took a whole village. You never see me smile. I need you to take me serious. Cause I ain't never joking. Point blank period. Say I ain't never joking. If I said it, then I meant it. Shout it, I'm vintage. It ain't a nigga like me. I like my guns quiet and I like my women feisty. I know you don't like me, so what, bitch, bite me. I'm kicking down the door cause y'all niggas ain't invite me. Honey, I'm home. I took a seat on the throne where I belong. The journey was awful long. I'm going at it alone. I got it, whoever wanted, I turned him into a donor. I put my work in the street. My cubicle was a corner. My brother was in the coma. I couldn't do shit to save him. I had to sit back and watch as the Reaper came back to take him. I wish he made it to witness how far I made it. Cake every day, we don't need a special occasion. I'm still gassing up, my ego then got inflated. Cause she ain't never read my name on no affidavit. Still, I move like I'm under investigation. All the carrots I done gave to my lady, no vegetation. Sorry, you asked me too many questions, I get evasive. Got the done tripping, you niggas testing my patience. Keep trying, you not phasing them. Hard-bodied vibranium. Shoot like I aimed at a hoop in a gymnasium. Real, still recognize real, and you an alien. The skeletons inside my closet could fill a stadium. I'm still shining on niggas, I feel radiant. You not who you are in your rhymes, you a plagiarist. Ballin' in this bitch, I'm the favorite for a daily pick. I just had a dream that I was broke and that shit made me sick. Here's what the tub told the toilet on some player shit. You might get more ass than me, but I don't take no shit. Steady mobbing with the carbon, got a laser kit. Money on your head, I put out more hits than Taylor Swift. Pistols flashing, lights, camera, action. Got my ears ringing, I might need an aspirin. My wife a spoiled brat, she wanna take a trip to Aspen, just so she can take a bunch of selfies in the cabin. I remember vividly when we ain't really have it. Food stamps below, we had to stretch it out and ration. A couple M's up and still not comfortable relaxing. Maybe that's a concept that I ain't truly grasped yet. I was moving pounds before they called them hashtags. Feeling like Lito with the trash bags, long lip piff.
Shalom. 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 What's going on? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
Niggas fall every day, B. We gon' hold the line. Who'd have thought that these seeds would be so divine? Purging out the thorny kind who call themselves upright. Well, I'ma just call them Pinocchios. Lord knows he's lying, don't kid yourself. We the only ones you look at still on the block with no pushback and crushing doctors with book bags. Counterattack. Your balancing act actually looks bad, please. I can't believe it's shot down and back for foot tags. We need every day, all year, not just sometimes. No waking up to the new moon to fall asleep to the sunrise. Focus the young lines. But what I did learn is most Judas tend to run out of juice. Your fruits will get sun-dried, a detriment. We haven't been on excellence and attribute all your efforts to decadence, all your pessimism to pestilence. You sick and embarrassing, you will be made irrelevant.
So we won't give you no hand claps for the ones who fall before the last hour, who entrusted with their watchman tower, abandoned their garrison, didn't consider their power, who void of foresight and lack visual prowess. Students trying to get more sight, prudence, temperance, knowledge, who saw the bigger picture but still managed to crop it. They meddle with their sins and they pushing much anecdotes. The adventure getting grim, got more poisons than antidotes. Man, kids like them was trying to catch the rhythm. Algorithm been laid out. You rebel witches is played out. Offended little ones.
Your live is cutting up.
Bounds. Whole world's gonna see now. You gonna see now. You seem free now. You're dwelling in that.
Just trying to wait on a couple people to get up in here, man. I'm about to destroy that globe. That whole earth is a globe. Spinning through
You
space.
just a hopping step from a Baphomet.
about to
Chucking
go
up
ahead
the
and show
deuces
how
to pop a
scripture
squat. This is not your rest. The
the
whole
globe
world watching.
theory.
It's not a test. We broadcast from the four corners. Can't stop the quest. We making haste now. Chase we don't chase down. The wicked ones flee when the feathers flutter their fake out. Ridiculous rhetoric like it's better to flake now. Or under the guise that they bucking up at a breakdown.
And they make it seem like gals an honorable trait now, and got us wondering how they used to be on blocks pushing doctrine out. You avoiding lines like it's hopscotch in a melting pot. When that fire came, you managed to stop, drop, and tumble out. Oh, all that matters. You cats actually acrobats. How you managed to bounce back was backbite and turn actors. A below average attempt to stifle the acts of the Baptists. When you fight against God, all that await you is caskets. instance.
All right, let me put on the Lord's Prayer, man. And go
Listen, did you know that there's a way to earn from home by helping
you barely can hear me?
Get the money they need?
That's crazy. I got my volume up all the way.
Shalom.
Like for real, for real.
Peace.
Shalom, Levi.
You're about to hear.
You just bopped up here.
A song in the ancient tongue of Hebrew. Lashawan Kodash, which means the holy tongue. For our forefathers told us in their writings that the things uttered.
Can you hear me clearly now?
And translated into another tongue.
He saw it again.
Force in them. And not only these things,
wow,
for
real.
And the prophets.
We know that, you know,
the rest of the
God of the air. You know, he was given dominion over. You can't use the airwaves to deceive the people. So now he's trying to, you know. But call Allah Yahweh, Shema Mashiach Yahweh God. Hey, just drop down and come right back. That's all. Don't even worry about it. Just drop down and come right back.
All the original texts were written in the language of Hebrew and describe our forefathers and the children of Israel. As it says in the Songs of Solomon, Ani Shakur, I am black.
And then when I hear it's like it's scratching. I can't hear nothing you saying. Like, I mean, like it's real shaky and it don't even show like the little red bar or nothing.
To help us in these last days.
All right, Khan.
To who we are, the children of Israel. So as you prepare your spirit to partake of the holy tongue.
Okay, Yahweh Shine, what's going on? What's going
Open
on?
your heart, your mind, and your soul, and receive
that's
these
Levi,
words
right?
In the ancient tongue of our forefathers, the tongue Lashawan Kodash.
Shalom, shalom.
The holy tongue in the language of Hebrew. Shema, which means to listen. Shalom.
Good to see you.
Shalom, shalom. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, don't be getting yourself worked up, man. I seen you last night, man. Let the people.
Hey, bro, I ain't worried about it.
Let the people deliver themselves, man.
I wasn't worked up. I was more like, it was disappointing when I see my brethren, you know what I'm saying, especially those that don't have all the understanding, being puffed up and proud, and they really spiritual babes. That was my issue. Shalom, Melissa. For real, that was my major issue. Shalom, Elizabeth.
Yeah, man. I just want to thank you for all what you do, man. You a good inspiration, bro. You know, my daughter had a heart transplant, man.
I would have been on here earlier, but I was chopping it up with Chat GPT. Man, they got that daggone thing all hooked up funny, because even when you're giving them historical accounts, Chat GPT do like Christians do, where you will read a verse and they act like you didn't read that verse, like what that verse say and don't say. What's this song? This is the Lord's Prayer in Paleo Hebrew. You can find it on YouTube at Yada Ya.
I honestly want to tell you what I learned today. The Christians are not calling themselves Catholics, and the Catholics are not calling themselves Christians. That's crazy.
Hold that thought. Wait a minute. Whoa. Time out. Flag on the play. Like, wait.
That's what I said.
Where they do that
Yeah,
at?
man. I heard this on it was on Progress on Sirius Radio. The Catholics are not calling themselves Christians, and the Christians are not calling themselves Catholics. I know, and you know, all praise to the Most High, they are both the same thing. And I
So,
wish you could break it down, but I don't know. It's crazy out here. It's getting worse by the day.
okay, whoa. Now we gon' rewind that. I had the Lord's Prayer in my ear, so I almost thought I heard you tell me that the modern day Christians are now calling themselves Catholics. Was that?
They are not calling themselves Catholics, and the Catholics are not calling themselves Christians.
I thought they was one and the same.
That's what I thought. I don't know why they breaking it up now. It just don't make no sense to me.
No, because they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. See, that's what that is. You get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, see, because these dudes was working with these dudes, but all of them was different fractions of Christianity.
Exactly.
Like, to be a part of this group, you got to believe in a creator. You got to. It's a prerequisite. This one right here, what did they do? They replaced us during the Dark Ages. That was when they replaced us.
Right.
And became the court Jews during what? The Inquisition. And then what? The Jesuits helped push that forward. It's all right there, like, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, I was. Go ahead.
They try to branch off. That's what it sounds like to me.
We know when people start branching, bro. Where you going? That's that. Where you going? Where you going? You feel me?
Ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
It's a red light.
Exactly, bro. No, it's a green light.
Yeah, they got caught.
Ain't a red light. It's a green light.
Yeah. They got caught in their mix. That's what it is. They got caught up in their mix. The lies are coming out now, and they don't know what to do. They try to stray away. That's what it is.
It ain't working.
It ain't working.
It ain't working. Ain't nobody going for that. It's like, no, get back in the jam. On the real, it's crazy because, see, they think that we ain't paying attention, but in fact, we reading so much now. The book said that knowledge will be increased in the earth. You know what I'm saying? And when that knowledge began to get increased in the earth, when the Father, he put his spirit down here again. These people, they don't know what to say it right here. Hold on. Here we go. The book of Isaiah, chapter 44. And it says, verse 3, for I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon dry ground, and I will pour out my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourse. One shall say, I am the Most High Power of Israel's, and another shall surname himself by Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Most High Power of Israel, and surname himself by the name of Israel. So what we doing is we coming back to our culture, our heritage, our customs. So when one of us decide we go from an American name to, well, I'm finna call myself Micah Allah, or Micah, or Levi, or Yahushua, or any Hebraic name. Mine is Abishiyah. That's how we coming back. And we coming back so fast, like Benjamin. Right. Same thing. There is no getting around it. The Father, he poured his spirit on us, and now we've been made of quick understanding. So whereas the past 3,000 years, our people may have been getting lied to because the Father, he took that understanding from us when he said he would discontinue us from our heritage. The same way he turned his back on us is the same way he's now facing us. He gave us his spirit. So now we're able to get caught up on 3,000, almost 3,500 years of history in one generation. In one generation. You know what I'm saying? The Father have us lock in, and once we lock in, it's like, okay, cool. Like tonight, my lesson that I'm going to do, watch this. The scripture condemns the globe theory. Because they told us we was on a beach ball. Now, the crazy thing about that, I found this map. I was sitting up there chopping it up with ChatGPT. And I showed him this map right here. And asked him to, break it down.
Yeah.
So when he broke it down, he gave me this. Let me show y'all what he gave me. Let me show you what he gave me. It was like, wait a minute. Because I know the Bible teaches that the earth is actually a flat plane and we under a terrarium. That's what the Bible teaches.
Right.
But these dudes came along after the fact and tried to act like it was something else. Hold on, let me get this image up. Now, this is the image that I ended up, as I'm chopping it up with Chat. This is what pops up. Now, this is what the Bible actually shows. This is what the Bible actually explains. Now, a lot of our people don't understand when we were conquered during the Dark Ages. One of the things that they got us to believe in was the globe theory. It was under Copernicus, under Pope Alexander VI's rulership. That was one of the doctrines that they came with that was used as a fundamental foundation to overthrow the black nobility. See, this is how that worked. Because they understood that if they did not dispel that, once they get you to move from one point, now they could go ahead and corrupt you on other points. That's all they did. And it's crazy that's in the beginning on the first page of the Bible where it speaks about the firmament and how the earth, how it's set up. Let's go into it. Let me grab my first verse. These dudes, they had them one. I ain't gonna lie, they had us. It's cool though. It's cool though. And it says in the book of, let's see, right here in the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 12. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took up the stone and put under him, and he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands till one on the other side, and the other on the other side, until his hands were steady, and the going down of the sun. Now, in order for the sun to go down, it goes like this. Every day we see it pass over us, and then boom, it disappears. Now, it might switch as far as where it is adjacent to us or away from us, depending on what time of year it is. But typically when it's spring and summer, it's directly over us. Just like that. That's exactly how it moves. And they've taught us that we on a beach ball spinning through space. But the scriptures don't corroborate that. It just don't. It's like if the sun was able to go down, how'd that work if you're on a beach ball? It don't. It doesn't. The sun cannot go down if you're on a beach ball. Just don't work. It does not work like that. I'm just saying. It's a fundamental point. Right, you got to make it make sense. And that's just it. It's not making sense when you start actually fine-tooth combing everything. And where's another good verse? In the book of Joshua chapter 10, verses 12 and 13. Then spake Joshua to the Most High Power of Israel in the day when the Most High Power of Israel delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said, in thy sight of Israel, sun, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou the moon in the valley of Ajalon. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemy. Is it not written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of the heaven, and hastened not to go down about the whole day. The whole day.
Dang.
This in the Bible, bro.
They just manipulated our whole frontal skull.
All I'm saying is that what the secret societies and the global elite, they have controlled what we know, see, believe, and understand. Why? Because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Why you think they give us all of the most horrible food? Told us it was okay to eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, knowing that these animals have parasites in them. Each one of those animals contains a parasite.
Wow.
But they told us it was a delicacy.
Yeah, I mean, you can almost tell when they eat the deer. We're not even supposed to touch it.
It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like, you can't make this up. Like, the Most High didn't know what he was doing when he did what he exactly. It was that smooth talk. They slick talked us. And then when we start really going into these things and breaking it down, now all of a sudden, oh, well, that was different then. It was like in the movie Friday when Debo and it was Smokey and Red that got into fighting Craig backyard. And he was like, well, why you ain't help me in Smoke backyard? And Red was like, oh, well, it was different then.
Dang.
No, it wasn't different. You wanted somebody to help you when you was jammed up, but you did that to somebody else and expected the same situation when you didn't do that. You didn't put that energy out there, so how shall you receive it? Do the pastors know this information? Yes. Like Craig said in front, yes. Yes. Wow. They know. This right here is from, I think you can zoom in on it. This is actually from the Springs of South Dakota. This whole map, man, bro. Matter of fact, let me move my head out the way so y'all can get a good picture. Go ahead, screenshot it, zoom in. That's right. Go and get all the pictures you want. Zoom in on it. The more you know, the truth shall make you free. I'm just a messenger. Boy. All right, where we at? We going to Chronicles chapter... Let me make sure I'm in the right Chronicles. Okay, yeah, I'm in the right one. Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 30. And it says, fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable that it move not. I'm going to read that again. Fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be moved, that it not be moved. So if the earth ain't going to be moved, what the hell they talking about we on a beach ball? You got to make it make sense. Oh, I ain't done
Only
yet. It's
thing
more
moving
meat on
is
this
the.
phone.
That's crazy. I'm shocked. I mean, the earth ain't moving. Why y'all keep saying it's round? Damn, it's diabolical.
All I'm saying is that if you zoom in on this, it says that the globe theory is condemned by the Bible. You zoom in on it, it literally, I'm just saying. Mind you, we floating at a bazillion miles an hour, spinning through space. That means that I should be able to go outside, jump up in the air, and when I come down, I should be somewhere else on the planet Earth. If I follow that theoretical logic. If they kick you out, come back. That's all I'm saying. Because they playing with the live now. I already know it. Why? Because this is what the truth do. This is all truth, no chaser. I'm your host, Abishiyah Yasharala. Right, like we on a merry-go-round. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Can we get some people on the panel, because they're going to keep on dropping people from the live. They might even make your phones close the app. So can we please get some people up here in the little boxes up here, so that way they can't play the little game that they be trying to play. Anybody who want to come up, just tap on to your dig, and you ain't got to even say nothing. If you want to, that's fine, but you do not have to. I'm just saying. Because I want to bring this out this evening, and they trying to drop them numbers. I'm watching them. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay. Let me hear this little youngin talk too. Let's see what he talking about, bro. Let's see what he talking about.
Peace, brother. How you doing?
What's going on?
I think it's pretty funny that, that they said that we're going to the moon. What was that, yesterday?
Yeah, we went to the moon.
So I noticed when the rocket hit the firmament, you see the water, the water fall from the sky.
You watch it go
like an
the
explosion.
wave.
And I'm like, it just didn't look like, it went anywhere, except for like it looked like it exploded.
It got obliterated. Now let's keep reading. I want to read that one more again, though. That last one I just read, because I understand it. This truth is earth-shattering. Now, how many so-called Christians claim to believe in the Bible are willing to accept this fact that was already established? Didn't it say in Romans 15:4, the things aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope? So if everything that was written in the past was written for our learning, The Bible is a history book of global history. It is the primary source for archaeologists and anthropologists when they want to look into, guess what? History. So if that's the case, how do you just skip past this point? I'm going to read it one more time. Fear before him all the earth, the world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. And all of niggerdom, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Oh, we at? Yeah, Psalms 136. Let's get it. Ooh, wee. The lie was so great. All right, let's see. Psalms 136, verses 6 and 7. To him that stretcheth out the earth above the waters, for his mercy endureth forever. To him that made great lights, for his mercy endureth forever. Let's get verse 8. The sun to rule by day, for his mercy endureth forever. The stars, and the moon and stars to rule the night, for his mercy endureth forever. So again, this is a central theme. It literally goes over their head. It's funny. The lie is so great that it literally it goes over their head. How can you read this and still think we on a beach ball? I don't understand it. I do not understand it. I mean, it's so explicit that it's like, bro, why y'all lying on God? Why y'all lying on God like that? You think that he wasn't going to know that you was telling a lie on him? That's like telling a lie on a mob boss. You didn't think that he was going to figure out that you told a lie on him? You really didn't think that? You really didn't think that? Come on now. Come on now, bro. You got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. That's all. It's got to make sense. And right now, it's not making sense. It's looking bad. Right now, we have what the Most High said. If we was to be tallying a score, the globe, Earth, 0 points. The firmament and us being in the terrarium, right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Or if we going by twos, then guess what? We got 8. If we playing by threes, we got 12. The point is that it's 0 points on the opposing side. 0. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. And the thing is, it makes me wonder, during the Dark Ages, what did they tell our ancestors that they believed this crap? And I mean this. Was it under threat of violence of some sort that they got us to believe this? Well, the Bible wasn't even from Ethiopia. I got into an argument with ChatGPT about that. Because I'm like, the Ethiopians are a Hamitic people. And if the Ethiopians are a Hamitic people that go back to Cush, and Cush was of the sons of Ham, and Mizraim is where Egypt was at, both of those are Hamitic nations. So to say that the Ethiopians are a Shemitic people, that is a lie and a forgery. And when I told ChatGPT this, he could not refute what it was that I was saying. I'm like, you can go right to the book of Genesis chapter 10. You can read it for yourself. Then he started trying to play fast and loose. Okay, well, you are right about this. But according to the way that people understand today, it don't matter what people understand today. This is a historical account. All you be doing is arguing with ChatGPT. None of you have real life arguments. The funny thing is when you take something and you put it into a supercomputer so that way it has the opportunity to use global references that are in all different aspects of a specific topic, what that is it is like a controlled research. So to speak on something, Utoka cat, and in that way, it's actually to almost pour salt on something with that don't need no seasoning. It's like I already know what it was that I was stating. And I've actually had debates with physical people on many occasions. But despite those debates with other people, I was curious once I put this information into a supercomputer what it would tell me. And what it tried to do is it tried to literally keep the narrative the status quo. Oh, well, guess what? I got news for you. See how that works? Now you gone. I didn't even have to do that. My moderators did that. Salute, Benjamin. For real. Like, that's my point. If you don't agree with me, no one is putting a piece of metal to your head saying, you must stay here. No. I'm bringing out historical accounts and I'm showing the evidence. Now, the Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 3, let's read it before I even go to my next scripture. We're going to go to this one because it's a fundamental fact. And it says in verse 3, Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? God forbid, yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So I'm cool with people not believing me. You ain't got to believe me. But all I ask, do your research. Do your research. And when you do your research, you gonna find. Because my conversation with ChatGPT, I was speaking about the destiny swap of the Israelites during the Dark Ages. And I was speaking on who owned the slave ships and who profited from it. And the thing is, the people who claim to be us aren't us, but historically they were the ones who actually owned the slave ships and were the Walmart. They was like the Walmart of slaves historically. So that's not something that just, oh, well, you know, it don't matter. If it didn't matter, then why did they try to rewrite history? If it didn't matter, that's my question. If it didn't matter, why did they try to rewrite history and act as though none of these things mattered? That is my question. And I think that it's a relevant question. Why do they want us to forget? Is also another imperative question. It is very important. Every group of people on the planet has a nationality, has a culture, has a history. But they want Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and our brothers that are scattered abroad, as well as those that are likened unto the heathen, to forget where they came from. That sounds like agenda to me. That's all I'm saying. That sounds like an agenda. And when you hear agenda like that, it's like, there was a time where our people were so indoctrinated, and I'm talking gross indoctrination, just immersed, ingratiated in it, that to tell one of our people the truth, they looked at you like you was crazy. Shalom, Malashah. Hold on, let me bring you up. Go ahead, bring it out what you talking about. It's crazy. It is crazy. Like, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. And then no matter how much truth keeps coming out, they just keep on acting like what was said wasn't just said. It's the most interesting thing. It's like, so wait a minute. We all gonna just act like that didn't just get said. We gonna just ignore that, huh? We gonna just be slow for a moment all together at the same time. We gonna all just be stupid together. Hell no. I'm good on that. Go ahead, sister. Bring it out what you was talking about. Can you hear me? Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, everybody. Oh my God. Okay. He's doing. He's on the video. Don't play with me while I'm on this live, boy, because I will whoop your butt. Cut it off.
Better quick. I know my mama, boy. She was quick to put the tight shoes on. Real. But go ahead. Say what you were saying.
No, wait. I was walking from the store, me and my kids, and this African man. I don't know if he looked like he's more so from Ethiopia or something. I don't know what tribe he's from. But every time he sees me, he's like, "Oh my gosh, your kids are so beautiful." And this and the third, they listen and they help and they're happy. And I'm like, "Oh, yes, I'm glad that they are happy, because if they weren't, then that would be a problem, right?" And he was like, "Well, where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Cali. Like, I've been living in Cali my whole life, born and raised." He was like, "Are you sure you're not from West Africa? Like, you look like you're West Africa." And I was like, I'm not sure. I might have to look that up. But I'm like, West Africa? Okay.
That part, because they know that the Israelites was over in West Africa. They got us to believe all of this crazy stuff that ain't got nothing to do with the scriptures, which is why I'm going over this right now this evening. I'm showing how the scriptures literally condemns the global theory, saying that we are on a globe, we are on a beach ball spinning through space. It's folly, it's madness. It was promoted by the Roman Catholic Church, and I'm going to prove that it was a lie right here tonight. Facts. And so far, I ain't gonna lie, I've already really done that because the Bible has already established it, but let's get some more. Let's get some more. We in the book of Isaiah, chapter 12. Oh, wow. Hold on. For real? I think I just stumbled. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I know they, boy. Let me go grab my computer. I want to double check this. I gotta check this. This is crazy. There's no way. I love it when I think I might have found a scripture that they removed from the canon. Possibly. I'm about to find out, though. I'm about to find out. Boy. Okay, that's chapter 12. Chapter 12. Okay, hold on here. Let me grab my computer. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Ooh. Oh, yeah. on. Give me 1 second. It's always something crazy going on. Yeah, well. Don't run now. Wait a minute, I want to make sure that I got this, like, you can't make
Hey, shh. I also just put in a, what is that? Ancestry.com to see if I have any other siblings. Hey, lay down right now. Don't tell him to throw that. What's wrong with you? Get off my moo-moo. No throwing, baby boy. All right, what's up with your cup? Let's lay down.
Okay, come on.
They playing. They playing. Ooh-wee. Hold on. Because I snatched these pictures off of here. That's, wait a minute. Okay, that's point. Because it was a nice little debate. We was going back and forth. And like, oh, they really. That's a whole part of the chat that they trying to remove from. Wow. Wow. This image that I got on my background right here, where I got this image from, they have conveniently removed it from the chat that I had. That's crazy. Hold on, let me be real thorough. Hold on, y'all. I want to make sure that I'm absolutely sure of this before I be like they really did that. But it's starting to look like that. Like they took this entire section of the conversation. Because I know I was hurting his feelings when I started really going into stuff. I know I hurt the thing feelings. You know, computers, they don't like that. Getting confounded by people. And then you got historical accounts that you can bring up and point out these things. Like, that's crazy. Are you for real? Okay, that was what I was talking about. General Abernathy, the Jewish general during the Civil War. every aspect of the daggone conversation shit. Okay, hold on. Maybe. Come on now. Give it up. Okay, that was Negro Land right there. It's crazy. Let me see. Okay, no. Wow. I think they did remove that whole chat. I think they removed that whole chat. Y'all like, that's crazy. But it's not because, I mean, I get it. I see how that could leave somebody in their feelings. You confound them right quick. And that's really what happened. This map, hold on. I know what I'm finna do. I'm about to take a picture. That's what I was gonna do right quick. I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of this map. Okay. Share it to Google. Search image. Search image behind the person. Okay. Biblically accurate flat earth map. Okay, we can play now. Let's go. Show me a image of the biblically accurate flat earth map. On with it. Let's go. Okay, we want to play this game. These dudes, boy, ooh, they love this. I love it too. Let's go ahead and get it. The square and stationary Earth. The map of Earth. The one that was actually done by Professor Orlando Ferguson, Hot Springs, South Dakota. This is how you research. You literally got to make sure you get into it, because if you don't get extra specific, then they'll just throw you any information. Then that's what a lot of people do, and then they hang their hat on it, and then they got half information. And that's not okay. Oh, they gonna give Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Let me double check. Because this look like this is saying Isaiah 11, but I'm finna check to see if it's saying 13 and 12 just to. No, that ain't. No, they removed this, I think. Wait a minute, this is Isaiah 11 and verse. Isaiah 12. Okay. Isaiah chapter 12. I'm going to just read it on down. Let's see what it give me. And it says, in that day thou shalt say, O Most High Power of Israel, I will praise thee. Though thou was angry with me, thine anger is turned away, and thou comfortest me. Behold, Yahweh is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid, for the Most High Power of Israel, Yahweh, is my strength and my song. He also is become my salvation. Therefore with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. And in that day shall ye say, praise the Most High Power of Israel, and call upon his name, declare his doings among the people, make meditation that this name is exalted. Sing unto the Most High Power of Israel, for he hath done excellent things. This is known in all the earth. Cry out and shout, thou inhabitants of Zion, for great is the Holy One of Israel in the midst of thee. They definitely removed this showing me this map that I'm looking at. Let me show y'all something. It says the copyright of this map was in 1893. If you zoom in all the way at the bottom of all of the writing right there, it says that this map, it was copywritten by Orlando Ferguson in 1893. Now, if in 1893 was when this map was actually compiled, that means that this was a well-known fact. Why? Because this is after Copernicus. This is well after Pope Alexander Sixtus and his rulership as Pope. So I'm assuming that Isaiah chapter 11 was one of those verses, because the four corners of the earth, the whole earth, yeah, they took that out. They took that out. Wow. Well, that's cool too. Missouri. Yeah, that Midwest weather, man, boys. It's not bad. You get all four seasons. And if you want to grow stuff, it's actually a good place to do that. The first depictions of the Earth globe appear in modern day until the 1920s. Wow. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. That literally establishes my point that the whole concept of us being on a beach ball was never an established fact until the 19th century. So this is well after everyone already knew, which proves that, again, theoretical science does not hold up to the Bible. The Bible supersedes it every time, which again proves God is now winning. Let's see, how many times Yahweh won thus far in this whole dialogue, this conversation, as I'm bringing this out in this lesson. So now that's what, another 2.0 or 1.0 or 3.0. it would be 15, or what's that? If it was 5, or to be 10 or 15 to 0. And the earth is a globe, that we're on a beach ball. That's 0 points. The father got 5 now. It's looking bad, boy. It's looking bad for all them people who talking about those flat earthers. No, you round beach ball head idiots that believe that dumb crap, that's the facts. They believing in something that ain't even a fact. Ain't even an established fact. It's just something that somebody told somebody and they accepted it as a fact. And after they accepted it, it still can't be proven. Now, we in what year? 2026. And people still accept the flat earth, excuse me, not the flat earth, the beach ball as the established fact. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Say what? Good evening. Can you repeat that?
I said I'm just listening, learning.
Yeah, because all I'm doing is bringing out the lies that they tried to tell us and showing the truth. The Bible is the truth. The Bible is a historical document. It is not just a religious text. They got us looking at the Bible through a mysticism lens versus looking at the Bible as a historical document that archaeologists and anthropologists use as a primary source whenever they want to look into something dealing with antiquity. So while they got you just believing that it's just one thing, it's a whole lot of layers that they ain't even went over. That are major facts have been established. So I'm just tripping off that, like, wow. So they knew the truth, could have said something, but instead they didn't. But I understand now why. Because see, the Father, he set up an end sign with us waking up in these last days. And that end sign was his spirit. We all on one accord. Meanwhile, the whole rest of the planet going in a whole nother direction. I don't even have to be in the same city, state, or country as other brothers that are in the faith or sisters for us to be on one accord now. Watch this, because we were supposed to be scattered everywhere. And I'm about to read that. And I'm going to again establish that scripture that condemns the globe theory. Thank you for that, sister. Now watch this. And it says, I'm going to start at verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Most High Prophet Israel shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which are left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Four corners of the earth. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was an established fact. So they notice not entirely true. In fact, the word dinosaur was invented in the late 18th century. Before that, they were known as dragons. Yes, the earth is flat. That's a hard truth. That's a hard pill. That's a hard pill right there. It was like, this is why, no, for real, all of the dinosaurs, before the word dinosaur was invented, they were all referred to as dragons. But sitting up there tricking the people, talking about we on the damn beach ball. This is why you can't take a flight from Australia. See where Australia is? All the way over there. You can't take a flight from Australia to South America, which if we on a beach ball, the way that they depict it, that means that you could literally hop on a flight and it should be about maybe a 12-hour flight from Chile to Australia. Thank you for that. But instead, it takes almost 18 hours or better to go from South America to Australia. Oh, not to mention the craziest thing. It's a straight line between there and there. It's a straight line. They have to cross over what they have claimed as the North Pole to get to Australia from South America. Notice this. But then when you put it in the construct of a beach ball, all of a sudden, when it's folded into a globe, now Australia is closer to South America. All I'm saying is God said, let God be true and every man a liar as it is written. The Most High told us what these things was already. So either we going to stand on the Father's word and deal with the whole book, or we going to do some other stuff. And it's cool if you want to do other stuff, but don't say you believe in the Most High, but you don't believe in his word. When archaeologists and anthropologists use the Bible as a primary source. So now people, they believe in God when it's convenient for them. They form their own doctrine. They say God loves everybody. He never said that. Literally, the UN, they use the real map of the world. Thank you there. That actually goes with my vest. But I'm just saying, it's crazy that literally the UN, the map of the UN, what is it? It's what? It's not a beach ball. It's not a globe. It's not spherical. So why are they lying to the people? Because once you understand how small this planet really is, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And because knowledge is power, they don't want you to understand that this earth is actually a flat plane. What? Because the only thing that divides a lot of us is water. So what do? They use indoctrination tactics. All of these different things, social engineering. Absolutely. Applied knowledge is power. What is wisdom? Wisdom is applied knowledge. Because if you know something and don't actually do anything with it, is it truly wisdom? No, it's not. Guess what? The truth's still going to be the truth. And all that would do is substantiate everything that I'm talking about. Which means, guess what? Other people will also still say the same thing, and numbers will grow. This is why they don't like the brothers that the Most High has raised up. Because as soon as they knock one down, guess what? You got 1,000 more brothers going to bring out the same truth. That's for real. That's the part that they don't tell nobody. Literally. Why? Because we springing up like blades of grass. So, well, it's like, how do I say this? I'm comfortable with the truth. What I'm uncomfortable with is the lie. And I'm not going to tell a lie to make other people feel comfortable. I'm not going to live a lie to make other people comfortable. Literally, take your power back. No, they can't go to the moon. It was all a ruse. Like Biggie Small said in his song, it was all a dream. It was a dream, bro. Yes, Christ is still king. But they still lied about that too. Because Christ is dark like me. They fed us Cesare Borgia. That's what they gave us. They didn't let us know that we was the descendants of the people that was conquered, and the reason why we were conquered was because we descend from the biblical Israelites. Salakia, excuse me, pardon me. They made sure that we didn't know that the word Igbo was a derivative of the word Hebo, and Hebo was a derivative of the word Hebrew. Conveniently, that's how that word transformed. Well, I mean, it has been some speculations. I've actually confirmed some of those things, but I'm not going to confirm nor deny. That's one of those debates that I choose to not partake in because I would rather not have division amongst my brethren. And until the Father brings us to the place where He has appointed for us to be, I'm not going to even get into that debate. But have I followed the breadcrumbs? Emphatically, absolutely yes. Shalom, humble servant. And I mean that. It's crazy because why they don't want to let nobody down in the Grand Canyon? Well, guess what? I've actually had conversations with Jewish rabbis on this platform specifically. And you know what they told me? Everything that you're teaching is absolutely true, and to keep on teaching, my people. Because Amalek, as they say, is an adversary of the Creator. It's also a people, first and foremost. But it is those who try to sever that relationship with the Creator. Now, if we look at who controls the entertainment, the movies, the sports, the news, media, they own all of these different facets of things. That means they control what people know, believe, and understand. They have nothing but space and opportunity to lead the whole world to the Creator. But instead, they send everyone in the opposite direction and make themselves truly who they are. You know them by their fruits. So is that Amalek? Woo! Shabbat Shalom. See that? Because Amalek, you know who his daddy was? Eliphaz. You know who Eliphaz's daddy was? Esau. That part right there. So see, they get mad at us because we woke up to the truth. They got mad at the Iranians because they burned a statue of Baal. They should have been cheering him on. Oh, but people forget that statue of Baal, originally it had a 6-point star on his forehead, but yet brothers still want to use the 6-point star and say that's a lily. No, a lily is a lily. That's all I'm saying. I choose to not have that debate with individuals. If that's what they need to make themselves feel comfortable, but they want to hold on to that thing like that animal in Lord of the Rings. My precious. If that's not going to get you salvation, what you worried about it for? Okay, one of our kings, he used it as a seal, supposedly. Even though I know that 6, it actually goes back to the Khazarian King David. But whatever. I'm just saying that all this information is now at our fingertips. We can research this stuff. So if you don't know something now, it's because you're choosing to be willfully ignorant at this point when you have supercomputers at the palm of your hands. That's the scary thing. People using smartphones to do the stupidest stuff. I'm just, boy, it's like telling people, boy. And you know why we don't want to read? Because when that 230 years where we were not allowed to read, when they were passing all of these books like this one around, you know what I'm saying? And it was really we were so educated and cultured at one point in time that when we were overthrown, that the only way that they could control the narrative was if they were to tell us all of these things that were not historically accurate. They're using symbols from our ancestors and getting rich. Yes, but the 6-point star is not one of them. The menorah is. The menorah was given to us. Fringes were given to us. An olive tree. An olive branch. Notice you see it on what? On the back of the dollar. But who's holding it? The eagle. What does the eagle represent? The eagle represent who? Edom. Why are they holding the olive branches in their hand? Because who is that goodly olive tree? The children of Israel. They telling you what they doing, bro. It's on the money, bro. It ain't even that hard to tell no more. And it's just like all of the information is right in our face. It's right in our face. And because it's right in our face, it makes me wonder how it is. Literally, it's on the money. It's on the money. It's on the money. So you can't say like you didn't know. They put it in the movies too. Thank you, Misha. Literally. They put it in the movies too. I remembered your name. I'm just saying. It's almost like they put this right in our face. And then laugh at us if we don't get it. Laughing right in our face. Now the joke's on them, because guess what? Iran, we know what they doing. They not trying to deal with no historical facts about anything. People forget the Iranians was the Persians. Like, Persia didn't become Iran until the late 18th century. That was when Iran, came to be, and it was no longer Persia. But let's think for a moment. Let's rewind. Go back in time right quick, historically. And what does it say about the Persians? Because y'all seen the movie 300 before. Leonidas and the Spartans, they was like the baddest MFers, bro, during that time. The Spartans was. And the Persians whooped them. So now let's think about that. These was also the same Persians that whooped the Babylonians, that freed the children of Israel and allowed them to build the second temple. Historically. So, if this same group of Persians, we actually were allied with them at one point. We were allied with the Persians. Even if we didn't share the same belief systems as them, they allowed us to go back and build the second temple. So why on God's green earth would we attack some people who thousands of years ago were responsible for letting our people be free and keeping the commandments of the Most High Power of Israel? Follow the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why would we attack them? Oh. Said those Persians were led by Shem. Yeah, I believe that, because when the Iranians started shooting the missiles over at Dimona, they let the people of color that was down there in Dimona, they let them know. They gave them a heads up. They got the hell out of Dodge. They in Egypt right now. But the people who claiming to be us, oh no, they just gave them a Hail Mary, a whirlwind. They let them get a taste of something called coming uppins. Oh, thank you for the hot cross bun. Thank you. Oh, yes, we must eat of this bread of life. Who is this trying to come up? Well, all I'm saying is it's so much information. Oh, that's Mark. Okay. Bro, I fell asleep earlier, man. I tried to hit you up a couple times. Salute. What's going on?
Shalom.
Man, we up here. We building, brother. We building. You see this map behind me, right?
That's real interesting. Yeah.
This is a historical fact.
That's interesting. It's got those what them little heads up there.
Oh, those is angels just standing on the four corners.
Nah, it's just some heads in a circle.
Oh, that right there, that dude right there.
Yeah.
That's actually the professor who was responsible for doing the research for this stuff. His name was Orlando Ferguson. This map is from the 18th century, 1890s.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Historical document, bro, on the real. We gotta pull receipts.
Say what? Receipts?
Got receipts. That's right. You see them seraphim on, but they say that we on a beach ball spinning through space.
A beach ball spinning through space. Really?
Oh, damn, we ain't on no damn beach ball. Ooh. Every time I think about that lie. Let me get my next verse. Watch this. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 7. The whole earth was at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Why? Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Meaning that once the Father put everything back in order, the trees are going to even rejoice. The whole earth is going to recognize when the children of Israel get back in power. I'm just saying, because the people who claiming to be us right now, they can have the whole world following Torah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they could have if they were the people. Why? Because didn't Christ say, be ye a light to the world?
Yeah, he did say that.
Right. So those was instructions. A light to the world. Why? Because didn't he say that the light will come out of Zion?
He did say that.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, if I'm just looking at what he said, and it's like, well, if that's what it say, then what the hell? Because right here in Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Most High Power of Israel is risen upon thee. What's that light? It's the commandments. It's a lamp. It lights our path so we know which way to go. We understand the difference between right and wrong, good and evil, according to what the Most High thinks, not according to what our bellies believe. Let's keep going. What, bro? Like it get real. It get real.
It get more real too.
Oh, I know. I know. It definitely do. And that's the crazy thing, because what did the Father say he would do because we was disobedient? What did he do that we didn't understand these basic concepts that have always been since the world began? What did he say he was going to do? Because we didn't just all of a sudden get dumb as hell for no reason. No, he told us that he was going to make us dumb. And I'm going to show you this.
You got to take them to Deuteronomy.
I'm not. No, I got a whole. We ain't got to go to Deuteronomy. We gonna stick right here. We in Isaiah chapter 29. I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, "Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Most High Power of Israel have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, and have closed the eyes of your prophets and your rulers. The seers hath he covered, and the vision of all." What's the vision of all? The understanding of everything is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver one to another that is learned, saying, "Read this, I pray thee." And he saith, "I cannot, for it is sealed." So when the book got sealed, that's when we got hit with the spirit of dumbass. Straight up. The Father did that. Why? Because we didn't want to keep the commandments. So if we didn't want to keep the commandments, what was the purpose of us even being in a place of rulership? How can we be a light to the other nations if we ourselves wasn't moving according as the book already told us, as God already instructed us? It's like you give your child a gift for being obedient and doing their schoolwork and getting good grades. And then all of a sudden their grades start slipping.
Well, that means
you hear about them. Wait. It's deep. You hear them, now they cutting school. Or they dealing with contraband. Are you going to still, as a parent, continue to still do the same things that you were doing? No, you are not. You're going to start taking that stuff from them. You don't need these video games. You don't need this TV. That little extra money I was giving you, no, you don't need that no more. That's the same thing the Father did to us. And it was gradual. He didn't just take us completely out of power in one go. It took about 700-800 years almost to 1100 years, because we ruled from 91 AD till the late 13th, 14th century. So consider that. He let us mess up for almost 1,000 years, bro. Picking up random things that had absolutely nothing to do with him. Multiple generations. Even when they allowed our people to practice Islam and they forcibly converted them, they let them practice that for hundreds of years, knowing that they were supposed to have been keeping the commandments, and did not attack them. Thank you for that, y'all. and literally did not attack us until 700 or 800 years had passed of us practicing Islam, because they knew our God would not be with us, and that because he was not with us, they would be able to conquer us. How do I know this? Let's go to their blueprint. Oh, Father, that was smooth. Open the book and it was right there. Check this out. The book of Judas, chapter 5, verse 17 through 21. And I always bring this out, but sometimes I forget. Everybody may not know this, so I have to reiterate. So that way we understand why it's imperative that not only we keep the commandments, but why they make sure that we don't, because they understand that our rulership is hinged on making sure that we do not keep the commandments. So I'm going to make sure that I show you these fundamentals. Listen up. Watch this. And it says in verse 17, and whilst they sinned not before their Elohim, they prospered. Meaning, while we wasn't breaking the commandments and we was keeping them, we was prosperous. And it says, and they prospered because the God that hated iniquity was with them. Our God does not like it when we sin. But what happened? Verse 18, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives unto a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their Elohim was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. This is what happened. They understand that if we ain't keeping the commandments, they got us in a trick bag. Watch this. And it says in verse 19, but now they are returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now, this is a conversation between two Greco-Macedonians about us. Watch this, what it says. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, talking about the children of Israel, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, meaning if we're not sinning against our God, let my Lord now pass by, lest their God be for them, and their God defend them, and we become a reproach before all the world. Meaning that, guess what? They're going to get their butt whooped in front of the whole planet, and the whole planet going to look at them like, you knew that they was keeping the commandments. Why you go over there messing with them? You know that their God was going to whoop your ass, bro. Like, why? That was stupid. Like, why would you? What do you, like, did he not understand? Did you not read what their book said? Like, this ain't that deep. This ain't that deep, bro. It's not.
There it is.
Now, we go into the book of, because this is all encompassing. The book of Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. And it says, woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Most High Power of Israel, that take counsel, but not of me. Because instead of going to the Bible or asking the Father, why is this happening? What's going on? Can you reveal to me, Abba, so that way I understand what's going on, so that way I could get back on the right track and I can do what you want me to do and follow your purpose and your way. But watch this. It says they take counsel, but not of me. And that covering, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin. Because our people love to do that. They love to add sin unto sin. And see, the church told you the laws was done away with. That's what the church said.
Yeah, that's some Sunday churches. That's some Sunday churches.
No, you can just do whatever you want. What's going on?
Hey, so Jesus is, can you show me in the law of Moses where it says,
Brother, I'm in the middle of a whole lesson and you trying to segue somewhere else.
Just a quick question. You was talking about the laws. Can you show me in the laws of Moses where it says,
you do know that was a nickname for the laws, right?
Yeah.
So then we're going to call it what it is. The laws of God.
Okay, the laws of God. So where in the laws of God does it say, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's and render unto God what is God's?
That's in the book of Matthew.
That is what we would consider wisdom. It's sort of like the way to interpret that is
so that wasn't a law.
Of the land, obey the laws of the land, because you got to remember that we were under Roman occupation during that time period.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, that doesn't mean you can keep the commandments without ever breaking any United States laws.
But where does it say that in the laws of God, like you said? Where did God hand that down to Moses at? To obey the laws? He didn't?
But that don't mean that, Christ was giving them some game.
So
it's like you're making it seem like because Christ gave somebody some game, that because it wasn't necessarily written in the book of Moses, that's sort of like when he was talking about the sower of the seed. That's not written in the book of Moses.
So why didn't...
But you know where you can find that at? You can find it in Gad the seer. But you probably ain't even heard of Gad the seer.
So how come if the Israelites were in a
Syria... why you up here debating, bro? I'm just asking some questions. You did the whole debate.
I'm just asking some questions. If the Israelites were in Assyria and Babylon, wouldn't God tell one of the prophets, if it's all about the laws of God and all that, why he didn't tell one of the prophets to render unto the king of Caesar what is Caesar's and render unto God what is God? Why did he wait until the Roman Empire
first of all,
to do
you said Caesar. Those are different processions in time.
I know that. I know that, but I'm saying
I don't see the relevance there.
No, I'm saying they was before the New Testament. They were in Assyria, right? They was in Babylon. How come God didn't give a law to Moses telling them to render unto the king of Caesar what belongs to him and render unto God what is God's? If Jesus is supposed to be the law, like you guys saying, he's teaching the laws of God, how come God didn't give the prophets during the time they was in captivity in Assyria and Babylon that same message?
What you're not understanding is that you're trying to connect two different things that technically are not even dealing with the same thing. And when you do that, you kind of convolute the word, bro.
It is dealing with the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's like
and the fact that you're
imagine you a parent and you tell one generation not to run through the house with the kitchen knife because it's dangerous. You might fall and stab yourself. But you skip a whole nother generation and never give them that instruction. but you only wait until
Didn't it say the things
Jesus
aforetime were
come
written for our learning,
to
that
give
we through
an
patience and
instruction?
comfort of the scriptures will have hope in Romans 15:4?
So, in other words, God didn't deem it important for the people before
Was Christ
Jesus.
teaching the commandments?
Yeah, he taught commandments, but that wasn't a commandment of God
Okay, I never
that
said that it was.
that was given to Moses.
If I did not establish that as a fact, what you did was you created a straw man and then you proceeded to attack it.
I didn't
That's
create a straw
fine.
man. I asked a question.
But
Literally,
your question was the building of that straw man. That was what that
that's
was.
not what a straw man is.
Bro, okay.
You got steel man and you got a straw man. A straw man is when somebody
Bro,
say
I'm in the
that you
middle of my
said
lesson
something that you
and
didn't
I'm about
say.
to get back to that. And I'm finna deal with this map that's behind me and everything that's going on there. And I don't want you to take it personal, brother. I want you to have a wonderful evening. For
Okay,
real,
but
because I'm really in the middle of something.
I got you.
I'm over here cooking and
I
I'm
got
talking
you.
about some whole other stuff. And I
I
am
got you.
not like for real. I salute you, bro.
But can I ask you
Continue
one more
studying.
question? One more question before you leave. Just one more. One more. Now, the Gentiles were the northern kingdom, right?
In the New Testament, yeah.
Okay, you said in the
In
New
fact, that's
Testament.
why the definition for Gentiles in the New Testament, or just in general, the definition, it says usually a non-Israelite people.
Okay.
Usually. Now, the fact that it said usually, you have to consider that that there are instances where the Israelites could be Gentiles. Now, how do we know this? Because in the New Testament, it says that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. It also says in Philippians that ye were Gentiles. Like it's all over there. And then even in the Apocrypha, it states it in the Maccabean period where we had basically become heathens because we didn't want to keep the commandments.
All right,
So
let me ask you a question. In James chapter 1, verse 1, he said, to the 12 tribes. How could he say,
hey,
hold
yo,
on,
reset me. Come on up here, bro. Please
hold
come
on.
on up. No, you keep talking.
All right.
One of my brethren I see in the chat. Please come on up, brother.
Oh, that dude,
Please.
he don't want no smoke. He gonna be one of them type of dudes that
Oh man,
say a bunch of
bro.
gibberish. But anyway, how come in James 1:1 he said to the 12 tribes? How come he didn't say to the Jews and the Gentiles if Gentiles was a
The
tag
same
word
reason why
for Northern
in the book
Kingdom?
of
That's inconsistent.
the same reason why in the book of Ephesians chapter 2 verse 11 it says, wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called circumcision in the flesh, made by hands, meaning what? We were literally calling our brothers Gentiles because they weren't keeping the
That's not
commandments.
that verse.
Because
That verse is not referring to Israelites.
wow,
So I'm
literally,
asking you, what I'm asking you is,
it is.
okay, let me ask you this question. He said to the 12 tribes. By this time in the first century, the northern kingdom that you guys talk about would have already sailed. They would have already sailed to Osiris that you call America, right? Right?
Now this
See,
is where your argument falls
this
apart
also
right here.
debunks your 12 tribe chart. Listen, let me
I don't go by the 12 tribe chart. You don't know what I believe.
Okay, you don't believe that the northern kingdom
No, what
sailed
I
over here
understand is that the 12 tribes chart, it is dealing with the western hemisphere of the world, not with the rest of the tribes.
Right, but do you agree with them that the northern kingdom sailed to the Americas?
I know that the word Osiris is actually a Latin word that means the land of the Arawaks. So those were Arawak Indians, also my forefathers. I'm an
Okay,
Arawak
so
Indian.
so the Northern Kingdom sailed to the Americas.
Well, these.
They sailed to the
Man.
Americas,
Hey,
right?
yo, could y'all put a one in the chat for all of y'all people that know that I'm an Arawak Indian, that I've been letting y'all know that the whole time I've been on here teaching? Can y'all put a one in the
Now you
chat?
get
You looking at
smart.
an Arawak Indian. One of
Hey,
them
we
people of Arsarit, Ephraimite, Northern Kingdom. In
They
fact, did
sailed.
you know that it was Paleo Hebrew
you got
writing written in the
any
caves of Puerto
oatmeal?
Rico? Did you know that?
That's been debunked. They already
Yeah.
debunked it. You late on your information. That's been debunked.
I'm not late. I actually lived in Puerto Rico and seen it with my
It
own
don't
damn
matter.
two eyes.
That Hebrew
Thank
writing
you.
thing, I can send you the link. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send you the link
Bro,
tonight. That has been debunked.
okay, send me the link.
But I want to ask you the question though. When did they sail to Osiris? That was before James lived, right?
That was during the time of King Salmanassar.
All right, so that was way before James. James lived in the 1st century. If James was writing to the 12 tribes, it's no way he could have been writing to some northern kingdom
That's
all
wrong,
across the
because the
Atlantic
Israelites
Ocean.
was scattered through the four corners of the earth.
Well,
See,
Oh,
bro,
so
you thinking too small, so
so
I'm
so
gonna leave that right there.
so
You
you
thinking too
saying they
small,
were
bro.
some
You
of them were
thinking too
not
small,
sold to
bro.
America?
You're thinking too small, bro. And I can't.
huh.
I can't. You don't
Yeah.
understand the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna tell you, please go study. Go
Oh, he
study,
ran
because
off.
what you're not understanding. No, I didn't run. In fact, I just
No,
got
I
tired
said
of
he did.
because no, I actually knocked him down. I did. And I very rarely do that, but if you taking what I'm talking about, you're going in a whole nother direction, then you want to debate about it and saying that you're not debating, but you are debating because you're trying to make a point that's a futile point that nobody actually agrees with. You're the only person
I
who
was
has
gonna
this
test. I was gonna
particular
test it.
understanding, and no one else has this understanding but you. So therefore, you got it.
I
Thank
was
you,
going.
Misha. Literally, we in the middle of a lesson. Bro, come up here trying to oops. Bro, ain't nobody on that, man. You gonna
I was
kick
going.
rocks with that. And then even after I presented and answered questions, it was like, okay, well, that don't mean that. So then you're not looking to understand. You're looking to contend and be contentious. I'm okay with that. I don't need that. That's not edifying to any of the body right now. Like literally, he tried it last night. That was cool. And I was, respectful. But guess what? Tonight, I don't give a damn. I'm not on that right now. I don't give it. I promise I don't. For real.
Yeah.
No,
He
your
one of
doctrine is
them.
inconsistent because it's something called history where you don't even read the book called The Medieval Empire of the Israelites. Read the book written by James Adair called The 103 Facts About Black Natives of North, South, and Central America. Yeah.
I
Why don't
was
you read
going
some
here.
real historical accounts? Bro, like you don't even understand.
I wanted to know what you. I wanted you. I was gonna get him. I say,
Man.
shoot. I say, give me the name of God's titles in order from A to B, and I bet you he couldn't get the second one right.
He wouldn't have known what the hell to say. He wouldn't have known what to say, so
Ah,
it's no point. And
but
then
you
he
got,
and in
but you
his
got
mind's
it though.
eye, he believes that he won something. I promise you, that man believed that he won. Like, see, he ran. He ran. He couldn't do nothing with me.
Well,
No,
you got him. You got him.
no. It's insane, but that's the madness that Our Father has smitten our brethren with madness. It's crazy. It's crazy. You can't make this up. I'm going to the book of Isaiah chapter. Once again, I'm showing scriptures that condemns the global earth theory. Now, I'm going to the book of Isaiah chapter 38 and verse 13. And it says, I reckoned till morning that as lions, so will he break all my bones from day, evening to night, will thou make an end of me. Now, day, evening, and night. Those are 3 times of the day that you get based on the sun doing this. That's the way the sun works every day. We all see it. We done looked up in the sky and we seen the sun do this.
Yeah, it happened that way.
But for some reason, these people are still teaching that we're on a beach ball.
A beach ball.
Well, see, that's just it. And yeah, they do. They teach that we on a beach ball globe. Yes, his name. Yes, his only name. His only name is Yahweh, but he has many titles. In fact, 42 of them to be specific. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, basically.
But it's cool. Matter of fact, let's see. I'm doing 89. And it says, behold, I will bring again the shadow of degrees, which is gone down in the sundial of Ahaz, 10 degrees backwards. So the sun returned 10 degrees, by which degrees it was gone down. The writing of Hezekiah, the king of Judah, when he had been sick and was recovered of his sickness. That's when this happened. Showing what? That even though the sun does like this, the Most High made it do like this at one point. He made things happen to establish that he was in control. So if the Most High is showing his power, his omnipotency, right now people just stupid if they don't believe God exists. They stupid, bro. I'm sorry. Atheists, they come up with all these concepts they falsely so-called science. Jewish fables. Everything that separates us from the Most High, when everything we need to know about this earth, life, all of the problems, things we will encounter, are all written right here in the Bible. It's all a system of cycles. And once you understand this system of cycles, guess what? When you encounter these different things, now you know how to navigate them.
That's true.
I'm just saying. I am just a messenger. For real. Okay, we go into the book of Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 22. Now watch this. More stuff to show. Now, ain't that a circle sitting right there in front of everybody on this map? Ain't that a circle?
That's a circle.
That's a circle, right?
Yeah.
Watch what the books say right here concerning this circle. Let's see if the book matched that. Let's watch. Okay.
What the book gonna say? What the book gonna
Let's see.
say?
In the book of Isaiah chapter 40 verse 22, it said, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heaven as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in.
Powerful.
Huh?
The Most High know what the heck he told. He made it. He made it. So for some reason, people don't want to accept that the Most High did that. Shalom, Levi. People don't want
Shalom,
to
brother.
accept that the Father, he made this. This
Now,
written, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Abishiyah Yasharala.
But this crazy, it's written in the text. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. This is what's written in the text. This isn't me saying this. This ain't, well, I believe. It's right there, bro. It's right there.
Don't stress yourself out, man.
It's like how y'all
They have
I can't
eyes.
say y'all.
They have eyes to see, but they cannot see. Ears to hear, but they cannot hear.
Man. And that's the crazy thing. It's like, so all of this information is right here, but they still don't believe it. Okay. I guess. But I know that the Most High is true because he said it, and it's clearly seen. It's clearly seen. Where I'm going, Isaiah chapter 52, verse 5. And it says, now therefore, what have I here, saith the Most High Prophet Israel, that my people is taken away for naught. They that rule over them make them howl, saith the Most High Prophet Israel, and my name continually every day is blasphemed. It's blasphemed. Because if you saying that the Father didn't do this, he didn't make this, you blaspheming his name, bro. And he winking at that in our ignorance. But once somebody show you this and you choose to not accept it as truth, once you see it in the scripture, you ain't ignorant no more. You making a conscious decision to be on the opposing side of the Creator. That is not a good place to stand. In fact, most of us that understand it, we would just slowly back away out of fear that lightning may strike you where you stand. We don't want to be.
Especially with the third woe, draweth nigh quickly, cometh quickly.
Man.
The third woe. The third woe cometh quickly. They see
it's
what
coming. Man. Ooh.
in two eyes and seeing what's going on. And prophecies being fulfilled over there in the Middle East with the third woe coming quickly and not, don't, not tarry, but make haste and repent and start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. So in that the day of the Lord, that dreadful day, he will have pity on you and he will view you as an acceptable soul to be taken up in them chariots with him.
That part right there. Because see, a lot of people don't understand it. He is in control of this war. He maketh the smith that bloweth the coals.
And
that's what it says.
He also says the hearts of the king is in his hands. That means their minds also, like he did Pharaoh in Egypt.
Put that in the Persian supreme leader's hand and be like, nah, ain't peace. What?
And check this out, right? They could all say, yeah, we all at peace. The Most High make them nukes go off by himself. He don't need them to make them go off. He'll make them go off if he wants to.
He didn't sent chariots to stop nukes from going off. I didn't see the missile being shot and a chariot get up in front of it, hit it, boop, one spot, go to the other side, boop, hit it another spot, then go in front of it again, boop, hit it another spot, and then the thing go boom. I've seen footage that showed this. I'm pretty sure it was classified, but I've went down some rabbit holes. I'm not even gonna lie. And then when I seen it, I'm like, and they think they gonna fight the Most High. I seen it where they had the aerial projectiles where they be like, boo, 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 boo.
And check this out, right?
Chariot dancing around it, like he dancing. Go ahead.
Yeah, scripture said they're gonna be afraid, but the Most High is gonna make them fight. They're not gonna want to. The Most High is gonna make them.
Yes, that's right.
They're not going to want to. Right. The Most High is going to make them.
They enlist in the draft to try to, they're gonna get everybody in front of. It's like if you got to fight the bully, and you don't want to fight the bully, so you push everybody in front of you, so that and the bully just push past all of them. Because our God, yeah, he a bully, but he a righteous one. He a righteous bully. And I mean it with the utmost respect. But he a righteous bully, meaning that if he's getting at you, it's because you being wrong, you doing wrong. You're going against what he already established. So if you're going against what he already established, you bringing his wrath to you. You put yourself on the opposing side of the Creator, expect the judgment. The absence of his law is his judgment. This is why they want us breaking the commandments. Because if we're not breaking the commandments, then the very curses that fall upon us for being disobedient now fall upon them, because those curses have to fall on some vessel that is on the earth. And we go establish that. Watch this, I'm going to read it. In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. And the Most High Power of Israel, thy Elohim, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and upon them which persecute thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Most High Power of Israel, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. Imagine that.
Oh, yeah.
So this is why they want to make sure we breaking the commandments, because then our God judging us, because it says judgment begin with Israel. They want to keep us in a state of getting judged by our God, so that way they avoid their judgment and they prolong their judgment. It's like if you're getting a whooping, you understand that your whooping is next after that other person has got their butt whooped. So what you hope they keep doing is doing something to mess up in the midst of their whooping, so that way you stay your whooping that you got to get. Like, well, as long as he getting whooped, I ain't got to get whooped. See, he said something back right there. He moved. He didn't even let you hit him right there, see? Everything to prolong their own whooping. That's what they doing. It's psychological, bro. If a blind man can see this now. I'm just saying.
Say, through many tribulations, we're wanting to enter into the kingdom of heaven, because once the whole world knows that you're in the truth and you know who you are and you're keeping the commandments, here they come. Like you just said, trying to prevent their whooping. They're going to gang up on you mentally, psychologically. But I ain't nothing to worry about when you're keeping the commandments. Ain't none of that going to prevail against you. But you will you will be tried and tested.
What it say? Hold on. Let's get it. In the book of Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. 17. And it says, 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Most High Power of Israel, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Most High Power of Israel. So my righteousness isn't of me, it's of the Father. Levi's righteousness is not of him, it's of the Father. Mark's righteousness, it is not of him, it is of the Father. This brother right here, as well as this sister right here, the same thing with each of you. Your righteousness is not of you, it is of the Father. This is why they can't do nothing against this truth. And it's hurting. I'm talking, the Father is running a PR campaign that's whooping their butt.
Publicly, no mercy. We cutting them on the streets left and right with the word. For the word
On
of the
the
Lord.
streets, on the internet, in their churches and their synagogues, globally right now, because we know it's 100 million of us or more that are woke. It's only 16 million of them who claiming our identity globally. That's not us. I'ma just let that marinate right there.
Gonna let it marinate.
Hey, yo, y'all see what the sister's saying? Everybody like the live for like 10 minutes, bro. Tap this. Let's boost this algorithm and try to get some more people up in here. Like, it's crazy because this is the kind of stuff that this puts all the dogma to shame. This puts all the dogma to shame. This proves that they've lied, and not only did they lie, they thought that nobody was going to catch the lie. But now we all looking at the lie like you watching a tennis match doing like this. There go another one. There go another one. And we all watching it at the same time in real time. And that's the crazy thing. And they still want to continue to lie. It's the craziest thing that I've ever seen in all my days. It is the craziest thing. I ain't seen nothing like it. But what I understand is that these preachers, our Bible told us about them. Because where they were supposed to be warning our people as far as keeping the commandments and instructing our people in the laws of the Most High and being a watchman to watch over our people to try to make sure that they're keeping us safe, they've done just the opposite. In fact, they've got more SA charges than what? Anybody.
And the scriptures say.
What did our book? What did our book say? Watch this. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 56 and 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping and lying down and loving to slumber. Do you see that? The churches were supposed to have been warning the people about World War III, about the prophecies written in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38 and 37, about the dry bones coming together, about historically showing the Bible is a history book. It is not a religious text. This is what they were supposed to be showing the people. But instead, they want to make sure you put something in that pot.
And most
but they
importantly,
ain't got no information for you. They're not building up your spirit.
Most importantly, to keep the commandments. They tell you to break the commandments. It's done and over with. It was nailed on the cross when Yahushua was crucified. When Yahushua himself said, I did not come to destroy the law, nor the prophets, because all the prophets spoke about the law, the first 5 books. He said he didn't come to destroy it.
Watch this. Now, this is what they do. I was just talking about it, and I'm about to read it now. And it says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 11, yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way. So they're not trying to follow the Most High. They're looking to their own way. Everyone for his gain from his quarter. This is why you have Baptists, Presbyterian, Roman Catholics, Lutherans, Protestants, all of these different denominations. But we only read not of one book. Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormon. Bro, come on, stop. How we only read not of one book, but we got all of these offshoots. And the book is only addressed to one group of people. The children of Israel, which Christ was one of the children of Israel. Those are the protagonists of the story in the Bible. The descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which Christ is one of them. Those are the protagonists. And then you have the other nations. If they were not allied with the children of Israel, they are the antagonists when dealing with the Bible. Those are the facts, whether you like it, love it, accept it, believe it or not. So it's like, wow. That's what they doing though. People coming in, y'all keep tapping. Now this is the crazy thing. Isaiah chapter 58 and 1. Because it's important. And the reason why this is important, because some of our people get so offended when we get loud, they don't understand that it's zeal. But they could sit up in a church, hear somebody mumbling and saying all kind of gibberish, not understand anything they talking about. They can accept, oh, they speaking in tongues. No, that's called glossolalia. It just means to babble. But people believe that. They're okay with that. But if you tell a brother or sister by reading the Bible loudly, oh, you being mean, man. Why you got to talk like that? I remember this verse right here. This verse offends people who claim that they love God, but this shows that they hate his word. And it says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. That one verse right there is one of the most offensive verses to Gentiles, to Christians, to Roman Catholics, to our people that follow philosophies of other nations. They get pissed off when that read right there. But the crazy thing is, all we got to do is keep Shabbat. Like today, it's the Sabbath day. Bro, keep the feast days. Love our brothers and sisters as we love ourselves. Love the Most High with all our heart, our mind, and our soul. Christ said, on these two things hang all the law. He simplified all of the laws to that. Just to simplify it. I got it. 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 1. And it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Most High power of Israel, prepare thy soul for temptation. Prepare, you're going to go through it. You said you want to serve God. Oh, he like, oh yeah? Okay. Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it. Prove it. Show me. So then you start learning the different things. And either you're going to be obedient or you're going to resist it. And what does it say?
That's true.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. We got to go through this furnace of adversity together. And it says, ye that fear the Most High Power of Israel, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Most High Power of Israel, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any put their trust in the Most High Power of Israel and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Most High Power of Israel is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. They're not going to read that in the church. Why? Because they told you it was okay to sin. They said that the Apocrypha was heretical, not dealing with none of the historical facts behind it. And the doctrine they teach is of Marcion. Marcion was this dude that was actually considered a heretic of that time period. And the crazy thing about that dude is that him being a heretic of that time period, that the modern day Christian church actually still teaches the doctrine that he taught instead of agreeing with early Christian philosophers, bigwigs, the individuals who was actually getting to it, teaching the people. Oh no, they're not going to deal with that stuff. Instead, what they're going to do is they're going to lean on information that they know is wrong. They know it's wrong. Because this the kind of lie we're saying we're not supposed to keep the commandments. You can't read the Bible and come to that conclusion, because on the very last chapter of the book, the 14th verse, last chapter, what it say? What it say? Watch this, y'all. Because they said we're not supposed to keep the commandments. And it says, Revelations chapter 22, verse 14, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and that they may enter in through the gates into the city. I don't need to flip that, flop that, superimpose my own personal understanding. It's very specific. It's very specific. Now I'm going to go to the book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 12. Let's see if it sounds oddly familiar, because the saints of the Creator, they're going to be keeping the commandments. Those that are not of that group, they're going to be doing something else. Thank y'all, for the likes. I definitely appreciate it. And it says, in the book of Revelations, chapter 14, verse 12, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Christ. So they're going to be keeping the commandments, and they're going to have the faith of Christ, meaning what? The obedience that Christ had. Shalom, King Judah. They're going to have those things. These are qualities that they're going to have. They're not going to tell you that we on a beach ball, because the Bible doesn't support that we on a beach ball. In fact, it's kind of crazy, because they understand that if we're on a beach ball, then that means the Bible isn't real. That's the way that works, because the Bible established this is what the earth looks like. That's what the Bible established. So if we on a beach ball, which the Bible never ever corroborates at all, and I'm talking you, that means it from the beginning of the book in Genesis, you got to throw the whole book away. I'm not throwing the Bible away. I can accept what it says. This was a well-known fact before a propaganda machine was created, which the Ish people own. But whatever. Watch this. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy own pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Most High Power of Israel honorable, and thou honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in the Most High Power of Israel, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob, thy father, for the mouth of the Most High Power of Israel have spoken it. So just by observing the Sabbath day, by being obedient and keeping the commandments, the Father will lift that curse up off of us, and we will begin to also experience those blessings that he promised us. The Most High didn't never not keep his promise. It was us who entered into a covenant, made an agreement, and then generations later decided to think on that. Exactly. In the beginning, he created the heavens and the earth. No explanation. That's all I'm saying.
There it is.
That's all I'm saying. It's right there, bro. It's right there. The whole book is giving the understanding, so we don't have to flip it or flop it or do nothing with it. We can accept it just the way it is. I'm going to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 35 and 36. And it says, thus saith the Most High Power of Israel, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon by night, and the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof, when the waves thereof roar. The Most High Power of Israel of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Most High Power of Israel, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. So is this why they don't want us keeping the commandments? Is this why they trying to come with all of these falsely so-called sciences? These are the things that stop us from being a nation.
The scriptures, the Most High calls them spittle, like a drop from a bucket. You know, they know what they are to the Most High. They know the Most High don't give a damn about them. So if we ever start keeping the commandments, they know it's eternal damnation. Because hell is a condition.
And they don't want to do a role swap. They don't want a destiny swap with us now. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. They do not.
One college
destiny swap.
One college professor said that. She asked all her students, they was all Edomites.
That was Jane Elliott. Her name was Jane Elliott.
She asked them, would they want to be black, switch places with blacks? They all said, hell no.
Like, no, you seen what they going through? No, I don't want to go. Hell to no. Why would I want to do that? Well, guess what? Everything that we're going through, y'all got a double cup coming. Just hold that. Sip slow.
And you know they're weaker than us too, says in the scriptures. For the elder, is weaker than the younger.
Right, so we might have broke. Look how many times they had to hit Kunta Kinte before he gave up his name. When they getting whipped like that, they gonna
and in the sun too, they can't take no
Right, literally.
No beings from the sun.
My name is Kunta. They gonna change their name real quick. Your name is a can of paint. Can of paint. Can of paint. That's only the first lash.
They had our forefathers and mothers working in the sun, bro. In Egypt, the first Egypt and the modern Egypt.
Time.
And the spiritual Egypt. I mean, Babylon the Great, the spiritual Egypt.
It's all over this book, though. That's how you know. These people know they caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They lied on God. They lied on who the children of Israel was. Now they mad because their confederacy is falling apart. In fact, doesn't it say in the book of Obadiah, which I'm going to go to after I read this next verse? Thank you, sister. It's going to show that their confederacy is what's going to turn against them. But watch this. Acts chapter 2, verse 20. And it says, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Most High Power of Israel. Ain't we been seeing a whole lot of blood moons? Yeah. Let me slide over here to Obadiah now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. All these blood moons, all of a sudden, it's like this in the sky, just red, just like. Don't it say something about that? Hold on, before I pull Obadiah, let me. 2nd Ezra chapter 9. And before I go to 9, I got to make sure I get Ecclesiastes chapter 39. Here we go. Because, see, it's a blueprint. And it says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. So if we really following the Father, prophecies are going to be actually what's going to be understood. And then it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit them which are upon the earth, which he made. Therefore, when there shall be earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So this was always known. So if this was always known, now I can see why Esau don't want none of this stuff known. Because, please, which scripture am I reading now? I was reading from the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. I went from verse 1 to, I suggest read all of chapter 9. That's actually, it's very, very edifying. I went to verse, I want to lie to you, hold on. I went to verse verse 4. From verse 1 through verse 4 in 2nd Ezra. In chapter 9 of 2nd Ezra. And I'm over here now in the book of Obadiah. There's only one chapter, but 1 and I'm gonna start at verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Because saying we was on the beach ball, guess who did that?
Yeah.
Esau did that. We on the beach ball, huh? We on the beach ball, spinning through space.
Spinning through space.
Into outer space. No, we're not in outer space, bro. Like for real, we're not in outer space. No, that's folly. And it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. Meaning they was riding with him to the end. That was the idea. But now that the end is here, guess what? It's like if you asking somebody to have your back. And they're like, yeah, man, I got your back. Yeah. Way back.
He said way back.
Way back. Because now everybody that was rocking with him, ain't nobody rocking with him. You're on your own out here now. You gotta get some now. You know, yeah. Got to get on the good foot. And if both your feet bad, well, that's gonna be, you got to deal with that. That's gonna, boy. Like they got some corns and some bunions, and you got a 24-mile walk here for 24 hours. You got to work that out. But watch this. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They eat thy bread. What it says, they eat thy bread, have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Most High Power of Israel, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the Mount of Esau? He is literally, don't y'all remember when the Father put us to sleep in the book of Isaiah, chapter 29? And he put upon us the spirit of deep sleep, gave us the spirit of dumbass. Guess what? They being given the spirit of dumbass. And it's not even to be jacked up. That's for real. This is why you can have a conversation with one of them and they believe in their heart of hearts that they right. And they sound like some damn idiots. Like it's not even to be jacked up. It's just like, bro, that don't make there's no logic in none of that, bro. Like, why would you do that? They went around the whole earth. Shalom, shalom. Graping and robbing everybody. Renaming everything after themselves. Stole all of the riches from all of the richest people on the planet. And somehow managed to squander generational wealth that took 1,000 generations almost to squander. They managed to did it in 500 years.
Mm.
500 years.
5
They
years.
squandered global fortunes that took. That's a heavy pill to swallow, bro. Like, how y'all ain't got nothing left? Nothing.
Ain't
Nothing.
got
Yo.
nothing left.
And all your ops coming for you?
Yeah. They
And you
coming
ain't
to
got
get you.
nothing? And the people you enslaved, you knew that they was the people of God.
Yep. They coming.
Hitler told you about them too.
Yeah.
He told everybody, he said that they were some damn fools and that it was a direct confrontation to the creator and it was the stupidest thing, and World War III would begin when we woke up. Now we woke. All the prophecies that started to move super fast. We in World War III.
Yep.
Did Hitler lie? Did Hitler lie about what he was saying? Did he lie? Was he lying? Because now it comes where we have to deal with that moment of truth. Did he lie or was he telling the truth? Because now we hear it.
Oh, yeah.
They told us that we was on beach ball. The Bible obviously refuted that.
There they go.
I think it's sad. I think it's sad. I could fall back and breathe easy knowing that the Father said he gonna do what he gonna do. And regardless what these people believe and think, let the Most High be true and every man a liar as it is written. Yeah.
Oh well.
I'm quite all right with that. I just want to see Israel get salvation. I pray that I could be among that number. That, man, I could be one of them sparks going to and fro. It's like, bro, you lied, bro.
Well,
Now look,
you ain't
had
got
it
your
now.
house in order.
Literally.
Man, you know, you ain't got that house in order.
That part.
I would just pray for you. Yep, pray for you.
And the craziest thing is like the scriptures that I was just reading.
Yeah.
If you look up this image and get a clear one, all of these scriptures was at the bottom of this page right here.
What you say?
You can get this lesson right there.
What you say?
The truth is in plain sight, bro. And we are in the age of information. Like, I was wondering what I was going to go into this evening. But what I understand is that we got to stick to the basics. And the fundamental things, when you are firm in those things, then when the brother or sister want to come up and be that deep brother or deep sister, you can at least be able to hold your own. Like the brother came in here talking about all this other random stuff. I'm in the middle of a lesson. He wanted to debate. I can hold my own and be secure in what it is that I believe. Meanwhile, watching other individuals cherry pick scriptures and try to give their own personal breakdown of those things. Even though the scriptures, if it's saying something in one place, it's saying the same thing in another place, and it's saying the same thing in another place, and it's saying the same thing in another place. That is what I have been able to actually display and establish this evening. That the global theory is just that it is a theory. A theory is not a fact. But what they've indoctrinated our people to believe is that their theoretical science is a fact, when emphatically it is not a fact. And the Creator, the God of our forefathers, has emphatically refuted that. So we can stand and trust in what the Father has given us and not move from that space and stay right there and know that we good.
That's true.
I might do a Scattered Paradise movie tomorrow, or maybe during the day. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm up, and I tried to hit you up a couple times. I was asleep till like, no, you don't understand. I was asleep till like 2:00. I got to get me some Z's. I thought after I got the missus off to work, I laid down and I woke back up and it was like, it's 2:00. Oh shit. So I hit you up when I did get up. I'm just saying, I want to put that out there.
You put it out there.
Right. I seen that you called, you know what I'm saying, but my brother was tired. Brother was a little tired.
Brother tired.
For real, man. No, because I be studying stuff. Like, if I'm not dealing with school stuff, then I'm dealing with this. Like this is what I do. Like this is what I spend my time doing. This is why I was, able to hit you with all that information, like boom, 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 boom. And then anybody even on here, I'm showing where I'm pulling my information from. So you can look at it yourself. You can scrutinize it. You can analyze it yourself. That is the whole point of teaching biblical literacy, so that way you can teach other individuals what you have learned, but also you can do your own research and use the spirit of discernment to understand these things. Because you have to have the spirit of discernment in order to get this stuff. You have to. Because without the spirit of discernment, it's not going to make sense. You're not going to be able to correlate the different relevant points and how they all come together and how it links together like a puzzle.
Right.
It always has. And what they've done is they've created this cognitive dissonance where they made it where a puzzle piece looked like a square and a triangle trying to fit them together, or a circle and a square. No. The Father gave this to us, and ain't nobody gonna take this from us. And once you have this understanding, you cannot unlearn this. You can only grow in it. Or if the Father chooses to get rid of you, you can be pushed out. The Father can make it where you start believing all kind of random stuff. How you in Islam, how you in one of these random offshoots of misunderstanding, which is one of the different branches of Christianity. It can happen like that. I've seen it. I seen a brother where he would go against brothers battling against them and was a Jehovah Witness. Next thing you know, the brother turned to Muslim. He went all the way left because he was refuted about what he was saying, because his pride would not allow him to acknowledge that he was wrong. He went out there. I remember this brother, he battled with brothers for months. And each time he made a point, the brothers refuted it, showed him what it was actually talking about, showed him the precepts, lined it all the way up. Down to the point where the brother was shaving his face. They showed him, bro, you can grow a beard. We see that. You're supposed to keep your beard. That's a law. the brother started growing his beard. So it was like, you noted what the Father is giving us, but yet you still trying to hold on to Jehovah Witness. When the witnesses are the children of Israel, those are Yahweh's witnesses. The children of Israel are going to witness what he's going to do. He didn't specify another group was going to witness what it was that he said was going to happen. This is why when you get to the last chapters of the book, in chapter 7 in Revelations, it's speaking about those 12 tribes. It says literal sons. So it's going to be 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes. Literal sons. Literal. There's no spiritual Israel. The text does not support it. You can't find it in the text. You won't find it nowhere written in the Bible where it says spiritual Israel. And I refute that. I want to see somebody present, show me spiritual Israel in the Bible. Without doing, for God so loved the world, when all you got to do is read 2 or 3 verses up before that and come all the way back down to verse 16. And the context completely changes. Because just like Moses lifted up the serpent for the children of Israel when he said the Son of Man must be lifted up the same way, the context did not change. He's talking about the children of Israel. That is the world in which the conversation was to. It was not talking about the physical planet. Why? Because this is what the earth looks like. Israel was the world on the earth.
Yeah.
That's my lesson, man. If y'all want to just chop it up now for a minute, we can chop it up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
He said that's the
right. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and we cutting through all of the bull crap. This is all truth, no chaser. That's actually gonna be what I'm gonna be using on my other page. It's Victor Novice. So this one right here, Abishiyah, that is going to be The More You Know, the Truth Shall Make You Free on Victor Novice. The lives are going to be called All Truth, No Chaser. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Y'all probably been seeing some of the videos where you see All Truth, No Chaser. That's me. Because believe this, when the truth come out, they going to want to get them a drink. But they don't know they got a double cup coming. We going to be like bartender serving this whole thing up. We going to go and mix it up. There you go. Go ahead and knock that down. It's some 200 proof dough. So when it hits your stomach, it's going to, it's going to go down real smooth to it first.
Go down smooth.
So that when you knock it all the way down, it's going to go down real smooth. And then that 200 proof going to hit you like, oh. Ooh.
And 200 proof.
Oh. Yeah.
You gonna give him 200 proof?
Yeah. Drink on up. It's a double cup.
He said double cup.
Anybody got any questions? Now is the time to ask. Now we can deal with some questions. We got 43 people up in here. If it's any biblical questions you want to ask, the floor is open. I'm just saying. Because now we done exposed the truth. This the truth. That beach ball bull crap, that's the lie. That's the lie. You see the angels. Now that's the part they don't want to actually Passover dates for myself. I got to do mine on the 14th. Why? Because one of my classes they deal with cadavers, and I don't want to be unclean dealing with the Passover. So for myself personally, I got to do the second Passover, which for me that falls on the 14th. But for a lot of the other brothers and sisters, they're doing their Passover now. Started on the 1st, between the 1st and the 3rd. You can do it this week. And just remember, if you do the lamb, don't sit it in your fridge after you cook it. Whatever you don't eat, you got to throw away. You got to burn it and throw it away. Not put it in the fridge. It is the Most High's Passover. That's all I'm saying. That's where the burn and bury came from. This is why a lot of those mounds was all over the U.S. They're not telling people that, though. It's because we had some pretty big Passovers over here on these lands. You imagine that, we have a whole herd. We got, all our tribesmen from all over the country sliding. And we having Passover. That's going to be a big old mound right there of ashes because everything didn't get ate, which means, guess what? Whatever didn't get ate had to be burned.
Well, you gotta burn it.
That's how it be, man. I remember I was sitting outside one Passover because it was cold outside. It was till like 3 a.m, making sure that I burnt the bones till they was ash. And then I had to dig the hole and put them in there. Bury it. So I'm like, it's written in the book, man. Let's see if I can find this off the top of my head, man. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use Google. I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna cheat right now. I'm cheating. I'm using Google. Unless somebody else want to Google it faster than me, I'm cool with that too. Where in the Old Testament does it speak about how you have to burn the Passover? That's everything that it is not eaten after Passover is over. Exodus chapter 12 and 10. There we go. Here we go right here. Exodus chapter 12 and verse 10. And it says, and ye shall not let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning, ye shall burn with fire. Yup.
He said, yep. Well, you gotta burn it. You gotta burn it. That's on you.
If you left something left over. Says heliocentrism is a satanic belief. No, actually, the globe is what is the satanic belief. In fact, the whole lesson was scripture condemns the global theory, Jerry. The scripture condemns it. So if the scripture condemned it, I'm pretty sure I'm secure in that. And what I suggest you do, Jerry, look this image up. All these little words right here, it's actually giving you Bible verses, establishing these things as well-known facts. And that's the crazy part. I mean, absolutes. Not, oh, well, that might be saying that, or it could be saying that, but that might not mean that. Like, bro, no, it that's what it said. That's what it said. And that's the crazy thing, is because for some reason when the Bible starts giving us certain information, our people don't want to accept it. Said it was the son of the Most High. I would have to, honestly, I'd have to look into that really just to see for myself. I don't want to mislead you and tell you, oh, well, that's who it is. And I haven't really researched it, but I do know the story you're speaking about in the book of Daniel, chapter 3. So I'm going to do my best to look into that, Misha, and I'll let you know. You can DM me just to make sure you ask me that question again, so that way I remember to actually like really go into it, because I don't want to forget. But I do know what chapter it's already in, but I haven't blue lettered it, so I don't know. And that's being honest. Which a lot of people, they just see Son of God and then they just automatically gonna slap the Messiah on that, when all of the children of Israel were considered sons of God. So that part, like that's something that they can't, get away from. In fact, for that individual who came in here, Jerry, if you're still in here, dear buddy, got a verse for you. Talking about what the boy say. He said that heliocentrism, the isms was created by the Ish folk, is a satanic belief that ignorant believers teach is Yahuwah's creation. First of all, I don't know who Yahuwah is, because that you decided to use instead of the Wah, but I'm not gonna even be overcritical. It's just a pointless debate. I understand that that's dialect, but in the book of First Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 30. Now, I read this once earlier, but I'm going to read it again if you're still here. And it says, fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. We're not on a beach ball spinning through space, bro. We're not.
Beach ball.
We not. NASA is a Hebrew word. It means liar. So if you believed it, you believe the lie. But how many of our people trusted in Egypt?
Yeah. Yep.
That part. That part. No, the truth is like it hit different when you understand this thing, bro. And it's nothing to even brag about, because with much wisdom comes much sorrow. I understand how far our people have fallen, and they don't even consider it.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't even consider it. But if nobody else has any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here if ain't nobody gonna be talking about nothing, because I'm tired of hearing myself talking at this point. I ain't gonna lie. I've been talking enough.
He's tired of hearing this.
I will see y'all tomorrow, most high willing. And I want y'all to have a wonderful, wonderful Sabbath. Absolutely, sister. I'm gonna get me some rest. Because his spirit was on me kind of heavy this evening, and I feel it shifting. So it's like now my vessel like.
You gonna be all right, brother. You gonna be all right.
But no, that's how it be. When his spirit rests on your vessel, you don't notice it until it leaves. Then you get real tired. If you like really getting into studies for real, I promise you. And if you waking up, what'll happen is you'll get headaches and you'll get tired. First, you'll get a headache at first because it's like your brain, they put like mental blocks on our brain through psychological indoctrination. You'll go through that. And then the next phase is you'll get really sleepy when you encounter certain information, and you have to push past it when you're feeling sleepy. You have to push past it. It's like spiritual endurance. And the more you do, then it's like, okay, boom, you get it and you grow. It's just like weightlifting. In fact, it's like spiritual weightlifting. But I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. Peace and blessings. Shabbat shalom. And man, enjoy y'all Sabbath. Remember to walk in the spirit, stay in the spirit. And with this,